And now they're conservative takes because they're in the past, right? But at the time they were progressive takes. And they shout out and highlight these people in the past who were progressives to try to conserve what they have now and use it against the people who are being the progressives of that day. And that cycle never ends. And so if they were alive in the time of the people that they are championing, and they had the same outlook in life, and they were placed into that same societal standard, then they would be the people who are fighting against the very people that they champion now in the name of conservation. What's up, chat? Welcome back to Car Talks. I've been making a couple of days here. There's a big dog in the street. What you doing, baby? Today, I think I'm finally realizing and understanding. What's up, Apollo hair? My beard is crazy. Those of you who don't know, I have a Husky Lab Retriever mix. Sheds like crazy. So I take him with me on the job wherever I go. Today, I'm finally realizing at least that it's me versus me, right? And I've heard this, I've known this, I thought I understood it, but today I'm thinking about how I have no enemies, which is something that Vinland Saga taught me.
Your enemies? Who are they?
Well, bad guys like Halfdan.
Listen to me, my son. You don't have enemies. The truth is that nobody has them.
And in some way, I've been preparing myself against an enemy, against a counterpart, against an adversary that doesn't exist. And that, honestly, that doesn't motivate me enough to do the things I need to do to form the habits that I want to form and to be great like I want to be great. I'm looking at my habits, I'm looking at my systems, and I'm realizing I think if I had the green lantern ring, power of will, then I'd be unstoppable, Imagination, willpower off the charts, but really, I think the universe is giving me an opportunity, and many opportunities, to see if that's really true, to ignite the lantern within me, in my heart space, my green lantern chakra, because I feel like my willpower has definitely been tested when it comes to all of my endeavors. And I'm realizing willpower is sure, like being able to just do it, right? Just get up there and do it. Just get out there and do it. But like the book Atomic Habits said, it's not always about your goals. Being goal oriented is great, but it's about the systems that you use to get to your goals. It's about the practice every day. And to me, it's becoming, am I willing to put myself into the development of those systems to obtain the goals that I have, to stay consistent? And what breeds consistency? Does it have to be something you like? Does it have to be something you enjoy? I mean, eventually you'd hope you will fall in love with the process. And there's a lot of times I do enjoy the process of growth and the process of what I'm doing. It always seems like a good idea. It always feels better on the other side. I guess only a Sith deals in absolutes, so I'm not going to say always, but most of the time. But I need to stop. I should stop looking at these systems as chores. At meditation as a chore. It's not a chore, it's freedom. It's belonging, it's control and release. It's a dance of yin and yang. Training my body in the gym isn't a chore, but even training in general, my job even, it's a blessing that I even get to train these people. It's a blessing that I get to wake up early every morning and go try to help people become the best versions of themselves. It's a blessing that I get to express myself freely on a channel like this one. Even with not a lot of traction, that almost gives me more freedom to be able to say whatever I want to say, and then sometimes I don't take it. And that brings me to the next point, is kind of like, who's gonna hold me? And I don't even mean like hold me like hug me. I got some supporters. I'd say I got enough supporters and some really great people in my life. But I mean, who's gonna hold me? Who's gonna stop me? And here it is. Here's the adversary popping up again, right? The imaginary adversary, as we say. That's not enough to motivate me to do better, but it is enough to stop me from doing what I can. And so it's really become a paradox of the worst nature, when really the adversary is me. It's me. It's my own mind. It's the trap of my own mind that I think that for some reason, if I just say whatever's on my mind, people are going to judge me for it, look at me sideways, whatever. Those people are not meant to be around me, the true me, and the true me cannot exist if I'm worried about upsetting those people, or I'm worried about what those people might think about me, who isn't really me, if I'm not able to express myself in the way that I want to, even on my own channel. A lot of the greatest people of all time that we all look to in any sense had so many people that did not agree with them at the time. And in fact, a lot of the people following what they preach today are so far removed from the situation that if they were indeed there at the time and fit into the social rules that they fit into today, they would be against those very same people. You feel me? Because it's easier as society progresses and as our understanding and, I guess culture adjusts and progresses, it's easier to be on the side of those who were progressing it whenever society starts to adapt that 50, 100, many centuries later. But what a lot of people don't know is they conserve those people's beliefs who were progressive at the time, because it is now old, outdated, and conservative. And it's not even political. This is just literally, this is societal stuff, which I guess is political. And now they're conservative takes because they're in the past, right? But at the time they were progressive takes. And they shout out and highlight these people in the past who were progressives to try to conserve what they have now and use it against the people who are being the progressives of that day. And that cycle never ends. And so if they were alive in the time of the people that they are championing, and they had the same outlook in life, and they were placed into that same societal standard, then they would be the people who are fighting against the very people that they champion now in the name of conservation. In other words, fuck them, bro. I don't know who needs to hear that, but fuck them. It's tough, man. And also it's like, I know we're all one, but I am harsh on myself a little bit. I hold myself to a high standard, and I like it that way. I try to give a lot of people, many other people, more grace, love, and opportunity and understanding than myself, because I hold myself to that higher standard. That being said, we're all one thing, and that all these people are just aspects of me, then it's like, yeah, like at the end of the day, if I'm on the op side, like fuck me too. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Real shit. Pardon my French, but like T Grizzly said, kill me if I'm snitching. If you snitch, I'm gonna kill you. Feel me? It's an equal exchange of energy. Like, that's just what it is. Another thing about the will is it's want, right? Which it goes against the Eastern philosophies of what I've been taught, and what I gravitate to is detachment from things and desire to create suffering. Using my willpower using my motivation, using my whatever it is also a way for me to attach to my wants and my desires. And for those to be fulfilled and yet unfulfilled completely. But here's the thing. I love what they're talking about. I understand it. I have lived parts of it. I'm not going to say I've mastered it by any means. Because at the end of the day ends. And I've got to say, I like wanting. I like being attached to parts of this life. Not the whole, but I enjoy going after what I want. And I know that's not always the point. But it's kind of like true patience is waiting for nothing. So it's like, it kind of is meant to be the end all. The epitome at the end is desiring nothing. And I desire better. I really do. And sometimes that will lead to my own suffering based on judgments I put upon it. But what I can do is detach myself from the outcomes of that and accept that it is always moving forward and always getting better. Even if I don't think through my perspective that it is, and I can detach myself from that judgment, and I can continue to have my desire and my want for growth and for better, and accept that because I do have that will, because I've planted that seed, it is so, and it might not show up the way that I want it to. Anyways, this has been Car Talks. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. If nobody's told you today, if everyone has, just remember that I'm proud of you. I love you, and I trust you to keep being your best self. As always, God bless. Well, love, y'all guide. Be new, baby. Or whatever you want to be. And thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.